Today's horoscope, Libra May 26, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Mercury begins its transit of your adventure sector today, which tends to lift your thinking up and your focus outward. You are inclined to do far less ruminating and far more of broader thinking in the 2 weeks ahead. You're also entertaining big ideas and projecting yourself into the future, and this focus tends to help lift your spirits. Your practical affairs are not as much of a preoccupation now, and you should watch for going too far with this if you're glossing over important details. But overall, it's a great time for gaining a new perspective on current problems and recent events. You are more courageous or simply spontaneous when it comes to expressing your opinions and sharing your ideas. While this transit is briefer than the usual Mercury transits, lasting until June 8th, it's notable and gets you into a positive frame of mind. You are putting recent events and ideas into perspective rather than into compartments during this cycle. Today, however, with a Mercury-Saturn sextile in play, you're in good shape for dissecting and digging for answers, which can be incredibly satisfying. Conversations can be fruitful, and a commitment to make improvements comes readily. Rewards may not be instant, but they can be great down the road. A friend or partner might come through for you now. Your mind should feel much clearer today around all matters. Mental Mercury, the planet of the mind and communication, is spinning and linking sweetly in a sextile to Saturn, the planet of strength and permanence. You'll have much better judgment and organization around your thoughts, feelings, and plans. This could help you forge a promise in love that stands the test of time. Concentrate on discussing your plans, ambitions, and hopes with your significant other, and agree to work as a team to help build each other up. You'll feel totally aligned rather than playing on opposite sides of the fence. Don't let your dynamic work ethic keep you from taking good care of yourself. You're in this for the long haul, and it's vitally important to make sure you can last through the race. Today's planetary aspect is splendid for creativity. So, consider creating a promise to yourself. First, take a look at what you can do to promote your own well-being, then determine your goals and forge the commitment to abide by them. Bearing in mind that your health practices are for your benefit and of your choosing, you should feel optimistic and hopeful. Check in with yourself and note any doubts or fears. If you don't feel comfortable with your goals, you may want to lighten up. It's your own vibration that's occurring today, and the time for some quiet thought and introspection is at hand. Consider your faith system and the strength that it brings to you. If you engage in prayer, take time for this. Meditation is also a powerful way to connect with your psyche and to understand yourself better. By taking time for this, you bring greater peace to yourself, along with reducing stress and creating better physical health. Give yourself a chance to process your experiences. After 15 years of continuous planetary activity and the nearly 2 years and 3 months that Saturn has been giving you the power to move mountains if you have to, as he leaves your work sector today, things won't suddenly come to a standstill. However, this does bring a chance to take your foot off the gas, and with Jupiter just 12 days away from your career sector and the start of your biggest year for professional growth and expansion in over a decade, to make the most of a chance to first step back. Meanwhile, Saturn's return to your relationship sector, where he will join the 5 planets already there, adds to the focus that is already on your relationships. It is all go on the romantic and relationship fronts today, with the weekend not only hosting a friendly aspect between the Sun and Neptune that is bringing the spirit of romance, adventure, and nostalgia together, but Saturn's return to your relationship sector. For the first time in 3 decades, the hard taskmaster of the cosmos returns to lend his resolve to the 5 planets that are already working their magic. Daily planetary overview. Today marks an energetic and mentally stimulating shift as Mercury, the planet of communication, enters its home sign of Gemini. This cosmic alignment invites a fresh breeze into our minds and conversations, clearing out mental cobwebs and replacing them with curiosity, agility, and openness. If you've been feeling a bit stuck in your thoughts lately or craving a deeper sense of connection in your interactions, this energy will feel like a welcome reset. Later today, Mercury forms a harmonious sextile with Saturn in Aries. This connection provides grounding to all that buzzing Gemini energy. It's like giving wings to your thoughts and wheels to your plans. It brings a balance of imagination and structure, allowing you to move forward with ideas that are both creative and actionable. You may find it easier to work within limitations today without feeling stifled. Conversations with those in positions of authority like a boss, mentor, or elder might flow more smoothly than usual. You're likely to be understood, and more importantly, respected. This planetary influence also sharpens your appreciation for the beauty of everyday life. You might suddenly find yourself pausing to admire the symmetry of a shadow on the sidewalk, the soft hum of a familiar song, or the peaceful rhythm of people going about their routines. Everything takes on an almost artistic quality. And in that spirit, why not create something yourself? Whether it's doodling, journaling, cooking a colorful meal, or arranging your space to feel more inspiring, today is ideal for expressing your inner creativity even if you've never thought of yourself as artistic. Sometimes we underestimate our own potential because we're comparing ourselves to others or holding on to outdated beliefs about what talent should look like. But you don't have to be a professional artist to be creative. You just have to be curious and willing to try. You might be surprised at how naturally your imagination flows once you give it permission. Speaking of opportunities, if you've been thinking about investing, whether that's in a financial sense, a business idea, or a personal development course, today offers a supportive backdrop. The conversations you have now are more likely to be honest and constructive. Even financial advisors or decision makers are likely to be transparent, focused on mutual gain rather than personal advantage. If you're unsure, don't be afraid to ask for advice. People genuinely want to help you right now, and even if you decide not to move forward, there's no harm done. The key is to remain open to possibility while staying grounded in your values. Health-wise, this energy supports balance and vitality. You might find yourself drawn to light physical activity, maybe a spontaneous walk in the park, a stretching session, or dancing while doing chores. Listen to those impulses, they're your body's way of staying aligned with your mind's fresh, vibrant pace. Movement will help you release mental clutter and make room for clarity. As the day unfolds, try to take a few quiet moments for yourself. Step away from the noise. Reflect on what you've learned, what you're curious about, and what lights you up. Maybe even take a few minutes to jot down some intentions or questions you want to explore more deeply this week. And now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you noticed a shift in the way you're thinking or communicating? Have any unexpected conversations sparked a new idea or realization? What's something you're curious about exploring next? Feel free to share your thoughts, stories, or even your current mood in the comments below. You never know who might relate to what you're going through. Today is a reminder that growth doesn't always come from monumental change. Sometimes, it arrives through small questions, gentle connections, and the willingness to see ordinary things in extraordinary ways. Stay open, stay curious, and keep following the thread of what inspires you.